Happy summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere and start of Cancer season. As you can see, the sun has just entered the sign of Cancer. So it's at 0 degrees, just entered, and we are coming up on a new moon in the sign of Cancer. So this will happen in a few days. It'll happen on Wednesday. New moons are new beginnings, planting new seeds. So we are getting ready to start a new cycle with this Cancerian energy. And along with this new moon that is coming, that we're kind of building up to, that is very beautiful, we have Jupiter that has just entered Cancer. So it has begun a year-long cycle of Jupiter in Cancer. There's a lot of Cancer energy right now, which is actually a really welcomed shift from the Gemini energy into now Cancer season. So we moved through Gemini season, which was a lot of mental stimulation, a lot in the mind, very heady energy, a lot going on up here. So now the shift into Cancer season is almost like a dropping into your body. It's less about, being in the mind and all of the ideas and the thoughts and kind of organizing things and plans for the future. I feel like there was a lot of that going on over the last few weeks throughout Gemini season. The last week or two, especially, a lot of like organizing and planning and kind of putting these seeds down that are going to be growing throughout the rest of the year. And so now with this shift into Cancer season, it feels like dropping into the body. And we know that Cancer represents the home, the mother, our ancestry, our roots. It is the bottom. It is the base of our chart. It is the bottom, the deepest, most internal part of us. And so with planets entering the sign of Cancer, right, with Jupiter there, Mercury's already been there, but there is this focus on returning to what feels like home. Maybe it's going back to literal places in the world. Maybe it's connecting with people that feel like your family, your chosen family, but it is surrounding yourself with people, with places, with experiences that make you feel nurtured and supported and nourished and seen and kind of taken care of. That is what the Cancerian energy wants. So there can just be this kind of natural shift in focus, on these types of themes. And with this new moon that is coming, it's really like we're planting these seeds right now. We're kind of growing and nurturing something, and that's what the Cancer energy represents, right? It's like being in the womb. Cancer rules the stomach. It is the mother. It is the birthing process. It is, being in the womb, being in the cocoon space. And so it feels like we're almost putting our dreams or our hopes and our visions for the future. It's kind of like in that phase in the cocoon. It's like brewing and growing, and we're planting these seeds, and maybe we're not sharing too much about it right now. Cancer is very internal. It's very emotional. It's very sensitive. It's very intuitive. It's very sensitive to the energy around them, right? That's all the water signs. They can very easily pick up on other people's emotions. And so with this Cancer energy, it can feel like it's self-preservation, it's protection, right? Cancer is the crab, so it's almost like kind of protecting parts of ourselves that are just beginning to grow, or that are, still vulnerable, or in their beginning phase, their growing phase. And so we're kind of nurturing this energy. And then throughout the rest of this year, again, 2025, there's so much movement. There's big changes. All of the outer planets are shifting signs. We've already had Neptune, Saturn, Pluto already entered a new sign. Uranus is going to be the next one. So these slow moving planets, these generational planets, are shifting signs. So it's big changes. It's like tectonic plates shifting. It's like slowly changing the foundation of our life. So that is kind of the bigger picture of what's going on, kind of the zoomed out perspective. And as we build up to this new moon in Cancer here in a few days, it's going to be a really beautiful opportunity. Again, new moons, planting new seeds, starting something new. It's a new cycle, and we can be aware of this new cycle that's beginning, especially in regards to like our emotional process, right? That's what Cancer energy represents. It's the first of the 3 water signs, the first water sign that rules like our primal emotions and our emotions that we pick up from childhood. It's like all the imprinting that we get from childhood, things that are in the subconscious. I don't know about you, but throughout Gemini season really woke up things within us where we needed to be aware of the contents of our mind and our thoughts and how that impacts our reality. And now Cancer season can take it a step further and have us be very aware of our emotional state and our ability to regulate our emotions, to sink into our body, to listen to our body, to listen to our intuition, to connect with this primal emotive experience that is the Cancer energy. So along with all of that energy that we have going on, I wanted to point out a few aspects that we have happening today. One of them is the moon is going to touch Venus. So this is not going to last for a very, very long time. It's going to be throughout Saturday and into the evening, and then Sunday morning, and throughout Sunday it'll kind of soften and dissipate. The moon moves very quickly, but this is a very beautiful aspect for relationship, for connection, for feeling supported and loved and nurtured and kind of grounded within your physical experience. This is a beautiful aspect to connect with other people, to just share the love. Venus rules relationships and partnership. So this can just be like a really nice cosmic hug almost from the universe with the moon crossing over Venus in the sign of Taurus. The moon loves to be in Taurus. Venus is at home in Taurus. This is really nice. In addition to that, today, right now, we have Mercury that is making a trine to the North Node. That is another beautiful supportive aspect. Mercury, the messenger, our mind, thoughts, ideas, communication, maybe getting messages. The North Node is our highest path, our highest trajectory, the path that we are meant to actively go down. So this is really beautiful. There could be some kind of message that comes through, or just maybe a new awareness within you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something external. Mercury, the messenger, is a clear channel, and at its highest expression, it's able to receive messages from source, right, and be a clear channel for that information to flow through. So it can be something that you discover internally or something externally that comes through, but this is a really beautiful supportive aspect that is helpful in regards to embracing our highest calling. The North Node in Pisces, this is the journey that we're all on, which is leaning into the unknown, into the mystery, into source, spirit, God, your higher power of choice. It's trusting in something greater. It's following your intuition, listening to the messages, doing things that feel right, even if it doesn't make logical sense, right? We're releasing that South Node in Virgo that can be overly logical, analytical, practical, and can kind of, at its lowest expression, almost like suck the magic out of life at its very lowest expression. But when we learn to let go, to release, to go with the flow, to surrender, that is what we are collectively being asked to embrace throughout the rest of this year and into next year. So that is a little bit about what's happening in the sky right now as we enter into Cancer season. We just had the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere again. So that this time, the summer solstice and all of the cardinal signs, right? Cancer is a cardinal sign. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, all of these cardinal signs represent starting a new season, a new cycle within the year. So Cancer is starting us off on a new season, summer solstice, again, here in the northern hemisphere. And so we are beginning a new cycle. Something new is happening. And in addition to that, it's just so amazing that we have the Cancer new moon that is so close to the solstice, and this year it is with Jupiter, the planet of abundance, of blessings, of expansion, of joy. So it can expand anything that it touches, Jupiter, right? It can expand our emotions, it can expand our feelings, it can expand anything. But this new moon that is coming next week that we're kind of building up to, and we're getting close to it right now, it's a 2-degree orb, but this can be a really beautiful time, again, to just really connect with ourselves and our self-care practices, right? That is the Cancer energy. It is the crab. It is the caring for yourself, the nurturing, the mothering energy. It's like truly treating ourselves like we are the great mother. Like how are you talking to yourself? How are you treating yourself? Really being aware of our internal dialogue and how we nurture or don't nurture ourselves all day long. So being very mindful of what's going on in our internal world. If Cancer energy asks of anything, it would be to be more aware, give more energy and focus to your internal world just as much as you give to your external world. So I hope this was helpful and supports you in understanding what's going on in the sky right now. As always, I'm available for readings. You can reach out to me here if you would like to go through your chart and have a personalized astrology reading with me.